All right, when you have a legal issue come up that you want a lawyer that understands how you feel and tells you what the expected outcome is, we have just the person for you. Because often people, they just hire a lawyer in the field and they just kind of hope for the best,
Yeah,
right?
you Google them. There's really no way to know. So now estate planning or family law has so many issues out there, child custody issues, and it's good to know how you handle these.
That's right. So here to tell us why you need a trustworthy lawyer, we have Shelley Rosnick. She's from Columbine Law Group. We're so glad you're here today because we're going to discuss some things that are difficult to discuss, difficult for families, and they can also be kind of convoluted. So, first of all, kind of tell us a little bit about you and your firm.
My firm is, I'm a Colorado native, so I've been in Colorado all my life, and I've named the Columbine Law Group after the state flower. And we are a bunch of attorneys who are very passionate about the law. We try to cover all areas, a one-stop boutique law firm, all areas of the law, all up and down the Front Range. And we thrive with community service and love what we do, and try to help our clients through the very most difficult legal situations or help to restructure businesses.
Yeah, because it is a tough time, whatever they're going through. That's already a tough time. It's nice to have someone that's compassionate and caring. You handle a variety of different services, but today we're talking about estate planning. Why is this important?
Estate planning is really important, because if you don't have a will or a trust, the state does have one for you. And more importantly, it's not that they don't have a good structure, but it's a reassurance for your loved ones, because once you pass or once you're in some tough medical issues, your loved ones are suffering, and they just need direction, and they want to hear your last words, and it gives them direction on what they're supposed to do. Yeah.
Would you mind explaining the difference between a trust and a will? Because I got to be honest, I don't really know the difference between a trust and a will.
So a will is, it directs how your estate is to be given out and bequeathed gifts and everything, and who's going to be your personal representative guardians. And it's a public proceeding, and you go through probate, and you just go through that. And the trust is the same thing, but it's a private administration, and you can also direct how everything goes. But it is almost like a separate entity, a separate legal entity, where you don't have to go through the court system. It's more private and has a couple different protections in it.
So why do we need a living will? Why is that necessary?
A living will is a doctor's directive where it will say what to do in case you are found to be, there's no turning back, and you are pretty much terminal. And so it gives the doctors and the family, your loved ones, a gift to say what your wishes are, instead of your loved ones saying when to pull the plug.
So you also handle issues like, family law, child custody issues, and divorces. Kind of tell us a little bit about your approach, because I would imagine that is such a tough situation for everyone involved.
It is a hard situation, and what we do is we look at the whole family, and we want to help redirect and refocus and reinvent the family. It is a tough time, and we don't look at trying to throw somebody under the bus. We want to help restructure and reinvent for a new family life, taking into consideration finances as well as children and what that looks like after divorce.
Yeah, because everybody comes in with a different situation, and the outcome isn't going to be the same. So do you really sit down and delve into what their needs are?
We do, and we look at the whole situation, because it's not boilerplate. There's not one single case that is alike, and not one single couple or family who have the same needs.
Yeah. So, earlier you were talking about the difference between, the will and the trust, but, when it comes to the divorce situations, there's also a difference between child custody and maintenance. Would you break that down?
Child custody is the parenting time, essentially, but then there's child support in that. And there's always going to be child support unless, everybody's 50-50 on equal footing. But maintenance is more like what we used to call alimony. And so in case we have stay-at-home spouse, they are protected, and it gives them a chance to rehabilitate financially as they get back on their feet.
So you offer other legal services. Why don't you go through what else your offices do?
So we do a lot of bankruptcy and help people restructure their finances that way. We build businesses and restructure businesses. We also help people through the criminal defense system with DUIs or misdemeanors, felonies, and just help them get through that system, whether we need to do diversion or just get them back in the community. And we do other things also like copyright, trademark, and we're getting into hopefully some water law and environmental issues as well.
Wow, sounds like you tackle all the biggies. You know, I was going through the notes here, and there's something called a trust account. What is the trust account, and why should someone do that?
A trust account would be after you've established a trust and you vest all of your property in a trust. And it would just be an account where you keep some money, you know, separate and apart from your own personal account. Sometimes you would need those for special needs trusts if you have a child who is disabled or, you know, needing that type of money in the future to take care of their needs.
Right.
So many things to consider.
I know, so many things. I'm glad there's someone like you to kind of walk people through, because I wouldn't even know where to start with a living will and a trust. So you're going to tell us everything that we need if we come into the office.
Everything you need to match your goals, yes, because not everybody needs everything the same. And so we want to make sure your goals are met, and we take the time to listen to what your needs are.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what I would want, someone to take me by the hand with compassion and walk me through the steps. And, you know, it is nice to know that you're there for people like that. And you also have, you know, a wonderful offer for our viewers. Shelley.
Oh, yes. We always offer a 1-hour free consultation, so we don't run you in and out of the door, and you don't have to worry about the money issues. So you can, and it gives us a chance to get a good grasp on your needs and who you are and understand what you are. And right now we are offering a 10% discount on all estate planning needs.
Wonderful.
Right,
Thank you so much.
Let's
So
give that
nice to meet
information.
you, too.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's give that information one more time. Just for Colorado's best viewers, Columbine Law Group is offering a free consultation and 10% off estate planning. The attorneys and counselors at law who represent you in your legal matter, they're going to work with passion, attention, great communication, and they're going to work responsibly to help you. So give the Columbine Law Group a call right now, 720-787-7870, or you can visit their website at columbinelaw.com.
Well, coming up on Colorado's Best, restore that youthful look. We're going to